About 2 years ago, my grandmother, she let me store a bunch of civil defense supplies in her house for a friend of mine. He's coming up from Texas to pick all this stuff up. Right now, he'll be here tomorrow. I'm just moving everything into the garage for him. But I just wanted to show how funny this looks, having all this stuff in the garage. Just wait till you see the basement. This is where I've been keeping everything. Here it is. I feel like every time the HVAC guy or an electrician or something comes in here, they're going to think that we're some kind of doomsday preppers until they look at the dates on the containers and they see that we're just weird history people. There's where the barrels you saw in the garage, there's where they were kept. This stuff in the corner, this is all mine. Stuff in the middle, that's the stuff my friend is taking. I just wanted to show it because it's kind of an interesting sight to see all this stuff stacked up in a residential house.
That is one big pile of
Civil defense supplies, yes it is. Anyway, here's everything out in the garage now. I figured I'd give it a closer look at all the stuff I have set aside. So obviously we've got the water containers. We've got the sanitation kits. I think they're all the 50-person ones. We got a loose can of crackers, bunch of boxes of crackers. There's biscuits and carbohydrate supplement mixed into there as well. Carbohydrate supplement, those are the heavy ones. I've got this bigger box of biscuits down here. I got a second one of them coming. That's not from the shelter. All this stuff was from, all these supplies are actually from a small town in New Jersey. And they were all stored away in one of the old township buildings that was there that has since been sold to a private company that is going to use it as, I think it was an art studio. When they were cleaning things out, they found in a crawl space in the basement all these supplies. And they called me over and said, hey, make us a deal and get this shit out of here. And I was more than happy to do that. I think there's still some supplies left in there, but most of it is obnoxious. Most of this stuff is in my possession right now, and like I said, a friend of mine is taking this. He actually owns a museum. I'm not going to say the name of the museum. I'm not sure if he wants me to mention or not, but he's a pretty cool guy, so I'll ask, and if he does let me put it in, I'll put the link to his site in the description. What else? Oh, up here I have the bags for the water containers and their shipper. But that's about it though. I just wanted to show everything in the garage because it looks pretty obnoxious, and there's not going to be too many times in my life, I'm sure, that I'm going to have this much crap piled up that's civil defense shelter related. Maybe someday. Oh well. I'm just happy to have all this stuff out. That was terrible. Just a side note. Oh, how'd that get there? All these supplies, the building they came out of actually wasn't a shelter. The building they came out of, being a township building, was the local fire department, and I think it was also the police station at one point, because it was a pretty small town, so they didn't really need too much emergency management infrastructure at the time back in the day. All these supplies, some of them being labeled, I'm not going to zoom in too far on them. All these supplies, though, came from the shelters that were around the town. And it seems like they took all the signs down as well, because there were a few shelter signs in there that looked pretty weathered. So I just wanted to get that out there, that the building itself was not actually a shelter, and they kind of just had this stuff shoved away for if they ever needed it, or just if they ever wanted to dispose of it for sure. I'm sure their thinking was, you know, the government doesn't seem to think this stuff is necessary anymore, but we're just going to pull it out of shelters and put it aside, and if they ever want it back, we got it here for them. Anyway, that's about it. It's Tyler from the past speaking to you now in the future of this video. And I just gotta say, I'm not built for this. I gotta pick lighter hobbies. Some of this stuff, the carbohydrate supplement, is 74 pounds a box. And each pound shows how out of shape I am. Anyway, I'm gonna finish this stuff up and get home for the night. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Like, subscribe, use the new hype feature, and do whatever YouTube ads, I guess. I don't really care at this point. I'm tired. Thanks for watching again.